Hello lovelies and welcome back to an Abundance of Sophie. So 3 weeks ago I left Australia, ta-da! And I went to Athens, Greece. Now Greece is somewhere that I have wanted to visit for years. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been obsessed with Greek mythology. I have always found it so fascinating, and after taking some history classes in high school, I've just fallen more in love with the country. So it's always been somewhere I've wanted to see, especially Athens with the Acropolis. It's so iconic and beautiful that it's always been high up on my bucket list, but I've never had the opportunity to go. So I've made it a priority, and 3 weeks ago I flew to Athens. I spent a week there and it was absolutely breathtaking. It was so hot, which really annoyed me, because if you guys know me, you know that I hate summer with a passion, which is kind of ironic considering I'm Australian, but me and the heat do not agree. But despite the heat, I made the most of my week. So with my first day, I went all out. I started at the Acropolis, seeing the Theatre of Dionysus, seeing the Acropolis itself with the Parthenon and the Rectheon, and just everything was incredible. I have this very vivid memory from about 7 years ago from sitting in my classical studies class in high school, and my teacher Sky telling me and the rest of my class about how the ancient Greeks had this incredible understanding of the human body. And that included the human eye, and they understood optical illusions, and they understood that the eye can't perceive perfect straight lines because of the curvature of light when it enters and all that kind of stuff. They fully understood that, and because they wanted the Parthenon to look perfect, they built curves into the lines that would be counteracted by the eyes so it would appear perfectly straight. So it's only when you look at it from unusual angles, so looking at the stairs from the side, looking up the pillars instead of straight at them, that you see these curves and bulges to what appear to be perfectly straight lines. And I remember her telling me about these and saying, if you ever get the chance to see them in person, they're incredible. And I never really thought I would. So standing on the Acropolis and getting to see these was just absolutely mind-blowing. And I just felt so lucky, and I still feel so lucky for that week. It was absolutely incredible. As a history major, this is the kind of stuff that I study day in, day out, and to be living and breathing it all, it was just so remarkable. And I just have to remind myself of how privileged I am that I get these opportunities to see the world and to see the remnants of these historical cultures and events. And it was just it was a highlight of a week, and I think I'm going to live with that memory for the rest of my life. But after the Acropolis, I headed to the new Acropolis Museum. It was absolutely phenomenal. I was blown away by it, and I will be making a further video about it because there's a whole political, sociological side to that whole museum and its existence that I really want to talk about more, but it'll make this video way too long, so I'm going to move on, but keep an eye out for that video. Hopefully I'll make it in the next couple of months. But after the Acropolis Museum, I wandered the streets of the Plaka district, and then I took in some sites like the Temple of Olympian Zeus, the Zapion, and the Panathenaic Stadium. If I pronounce anything wrong in this video, I'm very sorry, but I learnt all of these names by reading them and not speaking them, so they might not be perfect, but I'm giving it my best shot. Over the course of the next couple of days, I saw sites like Hadrian's Arch, Hadrian's Library, the Roman Agora, the Ancient Agora, the Roman Baths, Aristotle's Lyceum. There was just so many ancient sites to see, and it was just so incredible and so much to show you, but I will try to fit it all into this video. But after a couple of days, I realized that I had seen most of the city. I'd done a couple of the museums as well. I'd gone through the flea market at Monastiraki Square. So I wanted to see a bit more outside of the city centre of Athens. So I went down on a sightseeing bus to the coastline, took in Piraeus Port, I hope that's right, and I also booked myself in to do a day tour out to Delphi. Delphi is really famous for the Oracle, and it was just, it's a wonderful historical site. The ruins are incredible. It was a hell of a hike up, but I had an amazing time and saw just the most breathtaking views, and my guide was really fantastic, super knowledgeable, super easy to approach and ask questions, and I had a wonderful time. And I just guess I wanted to share with you guys my experience of Athens. I had a wonderful time. I've said that a million times, but I did. I enjoyed myself so much, and I could have spent years in Greece and never got bored. But unfortunately, all I had was a week, and I made the most of it. And now I am here in London. If you guys haven't watched my new channel trailer, head on over there where I explain a little bit what's going on. But in the meantime, please make sure that you are subscribed, give this video a like and a comment if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for some more adventures in London. But for now, that's all I've got for you today, guys. So thank you for watching. And if you want to keep track of me, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter at An Abundance of Soph. But for now, all I've got to say is bye.